Hello everyone, it's Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back and being here again. And for those of you who are new, this is a channel of love, light, and peace. I ask that all who watch these videos come because you're watching them in a good way, to walk your path in a good way. This channel is for those who are on a spiritual journey and who know they're on a spiritual journey and who are looking for messages and guidance to help them walk their journey in a good way. The earth is in need of such healing at this point in time, and so I'm offering this venue, this space, as a place where folks who might be healers, who might be teachers, who might be activists, helpers of any kind, walking their path to assist the earth in her evolution forward in a good way. May this be a place where you can find rest, illumination, inspiration, and repose. And that's my intention. And so it is. So we've just finished going through the new moon in Virgo, which was on Thursday, and the eclipses also in the beginning and middle of February. And so I know this is a time where lots of shifts have been made by many of you. Lots of choices have been made by many of you. Lots of new information is coming out for some of you to integrate into your lives going forward. And the message that I'm getting from Spirit right now is just a message of balance. How do we balance all the stuff that's coming at us? How do we balance letting go of who we once were in order to step into where we're going as human beings, as spiritual beings? And also how to balance the work in the world that is very much of the physical, tangible realm, along with the very real truths, spiritual truths that we're also receiving at this point in time. So in order to really manifest who you are in the world, you must take action on the spiritual messages that you receive, right? You can't just receive them and do nothing. So I encourage you, as you move through the month of March, to find your balance between listening and acting, between doing and being, between rest and work, between play and work, between pleasure and work. There's a lot of work for us light healers and light workers to do, so may we all do that in a balanced way. That is the message that's coming up for the community in the month of March. Okay, let's go into your readings without further ado. If you want a personal reading from me, all my information is below, and sending you light and love. See you soon. Hi Aries, welcome. This is Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. And this is your March 2017 tarot reading. I'm just going to start with my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for Aries understanding. May all of Aries' intentions be heard and answered. And I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all. In turn, I ask this through all my teachers. I would like Aries to have love in their lives, to be in loving relationships, to have creative work that is fulfilling, and to always be guided towards their highest path, onto their highest destiny. And as I shuffle the cards, I do ask, as my friend Emiket Guru asks and has taught me to ask, that the guides close all gates and passages, and that all negative energies and malevolent energies that might be attracted to this space simply bounce off those closed gates. I want this reading, I ask this reading to be from the highest vibrations possible for the viewers that are coming, and, you know, that the negative energies that might seek to come and enter this space simply be bounced off and sent back to the light or to wherever else they might be better off being, keeping this space a sacred space. Aries, March 2017. They want me to keep shuffling. Okay. What are the messages and energies for Aries for the month of March 2017? Please show us. Okay. I think that's the sign. March 2017 for the sign of Aries. Show us the highest messages and energies for Aries for the month of March 2017. Okay, it's this one. All right, Aries, let's see what we've got for you. Let me tune into your cards. Okay, they're wanting me to do a 4-card spread this month, and each card will represent something different for the month. So the first card is your challenge, and the challenge for this month is the Ten of Swords. The next card is your blessing, and the blessing for the month is the Page of Pentacles. The next card is the overall energy for the month, and you've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Nice. And the last message is your spiritual guidance for the month, and you've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. Okay. And on the back, at the bottom of the deck, is the Knight of Pentacles, and that's just another information card for you this month. Wow, so as I'm looking at your cards, I'm seeing a lot of green. Let me move them a little closer so you can see them too. And in this Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, there's a lot of greenery, right? And even in the Ten of Swords, which is the first card that came up, let me see if it'll shift the light. The field that he's lying on is a field of light green grass. Take a look at the Page of Pentacles, that beautiful peacock and the frock that he's wearing and the tights that he's got in the trees. It's lovely shade of green. The Five of Pentacles, there's a woman wearing a green coat, a man, you know, and the symbol up there is also green. And then the Seven of Swords, again, the field and the trees, green. So the color green, and of course, Knight of Swords, very green. The whole thing is green. Even the horse is decked out in green, right? So something about the earth, the color green, the color of healing. To me, green is the color of the heart chakra. And so something around your heart is wanting to heal, is needing to heal, is, yeah, I'm just getting this image of you using the color green as a means for healing, however that makes sense for you. This is a malachite stone, and it is one of the most beautiful greens I've ever seen. It's not coming up in this light, but it's very rich, very dark, and malachite is also a stone of the heart. So whatever that means for some of you, take note of it. So let's get into the reading. Ten of Swords. The challenge for you this month is an ending, acknowledging that a cycle has come to completion. It may be a painful one for some of you, but what I'm getting is not so much the pain, but just acknowledging that an ending is happening or has happened or is about to happen. And tuning into the energy of this card, it's like you kind of know you need to end this. You kind of know you need to acknowledge this. There's an animal in the background, and he or she, well, it's only the males that have horns, right? So he's looking at you and saying, in a way, acknowledge the ending so that you can be freed from this position of pain and sorrow. Yeah, it feels like a chapter is closing or has closed. So that's that's the challenge for the month of March for some of you. Now the blessing is beautiful. Like it's almost as if there is an ending and you have to acknowledge it, but there's also this beautiful new beginning. Look at that huge pentacle. So this is an opportunity. This is a message. This is a thing of beauty. The peacock's, just such a beautiful royal bird. And the legend is that they got their feathers through digesting pebbles that caused them pain, right? So their beauty is not without work, not without suffering and sacrifice. But here it is, like there's this new beginning that life is giving you. And it's fertile, all the green, it's rich. Look at all the gold in here too. And it's coming for you in the month of March. So watch out for a new opportunity in love or work. It could also be a message that someone is delivering to you. And it's a good message. I'm getting a really good feeling from this card. Look at how he's holding that pentacle, right? And the pages are very soft energies. Usually the pentacles and the cups pages, they're very soft, kind, earth-oriented and water-oriented. So here's, watch out for someone in your life who's youngish, maybe soft, maybe kind, who's bringing you a message of some kind and a gift of a new beginning. Okay, let me just regroup and tune back into the cards. Overall energy for the month, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and I'm looking at it right under the 10 of Swords, which is the ending, and the Page of Pentacles, which is a new beginning. What I'm getting for you is that in the month of March, you're going to stop feeling like you're out in the cold. Here's the card in upright. It's these two people are outside this beautiful stained glass window, and they're feeling isolated and in suffering, and they feel blocked from going inside. These three, the father, mother, child, they're feeling ostracized from the inside of this church. In reverse, it feels that, to me, that you're going to be letting this go. It's time to let this go. It's time to be welcomed back into the fold, into life, into participation, into belonging. So the theme of the month is letting go of being isolated and coming back into belonging as part of the human family. That is the overall energy for the month of March. And then your spiritual guidance is the 7 of Swords in reverse. Let me just tune in. This is about speaking truth for you, Aries. This is about not hiding. 7 of Swords is hiding truth, like trying to steal something and get away with it. In reverse, it's about speaking truth, being vulnerable enough to admit that you've done something wrong, maybe, or being vulnerable enough to lay down your swords, not fight, just lay them all down and speak with a vulnerable and open heart, much like this Page of Pentacles does. There's no armoring here, there's no shielding here. I mean, the pentacle is huge and it's in front of his heart, but he himself is not wearing any armor, right? It's a soft cloak that he's wearing, and he's giving you this gift. So take a message from the page and let your swords down. Let all those like swords that are hiding in your heart and your mind, just let them all go. That's the spiritual message for you this month. Because your overall destiny is to grow into this Knight of Pentacles, right? From the page, which is the younger version, you move into the Knight, and you want to move into becoming a knight, right? You want to grow spiritually. So look at how beautiful that horse is. So it's knowing that it's time to be vulnerable in order for you to graduate and receive the armor, which you will now know how to use in a balanced way, not to cage yourself from connection with others, but to protect yourself from the spears of others, but not to cage yourself from connection with others, which is what's happening here in that Seven of Swords energy. Okay, I think that's your message for the month, Aries. I hope that made sense. Let me tune into, these are my Doreen Virtue Magical Unicorns Oracle cards. They really wanted to come for this month's reading. I love them. They're so sweet. Look at them. So magical. And so gentle, too. And so pure. They just feel very pure to me. So let's ask the oracles of the unicorn for one card to help Pisces through this month, and to help them and to give them hope. Look at that. Talk about your feelings. Tell a friend how you feel. Okay, that's this, right? That's being the page and dropping your guard and just telling someone how you feel about them so that you can graduate and go into the Knight energy and step up into the next thing, whatever that next thing is. All right? Beautiful. And you've got the green here too. The horse is brown, but you've got the green tree and the green crest up here. Yeah, so what would it take for you to really allow yourself to know what you're feeling, and then let your person, if you're in a relationship, or a friend, if you're not in a relationship, let them know how you're feeling. Talk about it. Okay, and interesting. So I just turned it over and they said go show it to them too. So here's the second oracle for you. Definitely yes. The answer to your question is a strong yes. Okay? So I think some of you need this encouragement in order to talk about your feelings. So please do. This is saying yes. Talk about them. It's important for your growth and for the growth of whatever relationship you're cultivating with this person, whether it's business, pleasure, family, or lover. That's your reading. Okay? Take care, Aries. Be well. Have a great month. And I'll see you in April. Take care.